Hey guys, welcome into NBA Now. I'm your host, Lena Bond, and I'll be here breaking down 5 burning questions I have now that the 2018-19 NBA season is officially here and is sure to be a great one. First question I have: are the Lakers actually going to be able to make the playoffs this season? Now, we all know how incredible the West is, but we also all know that LeBron James is probably the greatest player ever, and we know we saw him will the Cavs into the playoffs so many times in the past. But is he great enough at age 33, will be 34 in December, with a ton of heavy miles on his frame, to truly take a bizarre roster and turn him into a Western Conference Finals contention, type of team? And I honestly don't know. I mean, with all of LeBron's greatness, and you can see his stats right here, I don't know if he's going to be able to will the Lakers into the playoffs with putting up stats like this. Yes, it's just the first 4 games this season. We know LeBron really knows how to turn it on as the season progresses, but these aren't necessarily superstar MVP numbers from LeBron James, and I think that is what it's going to take for the Lakers to will themselves through the Western Conference. Now, he doesn't really have a kind of proven teammate like he's had in the past with, Kyrie and Kevin Love. And, I don't like betting against LeBron, but I have to say, I don't know if the Lakers are in a good position right now. If LeBron's able to turn it on and have an MVP caliber performance towards the end of the season, I like their chances. But as it stands right now, it might take 50 games. And with the Lakers winning 35 last season, maybe it won't add up. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think the Lakers will make the playoffs this season? Type Y for yes, type N for no. I'm not quite ready to give my vote just yet. It's 4 games in. We all have to understand that. But like I said, I think it's going to take a lot better numbers from LeBron James for the Lakers to be able to do it, at least in his first season in LA. Next question I have: when will Boogie finally debut with the Warriors? I know we're all waiting for it. When he signed just a few months ago, I think the NBA lost their minds. Some people said the NBA was ruined, but we'll talk about that just a little later. Now, we all know he tore his Achilles back in January as a member of the Pelicans. And he moved on, signing a 1-year deal with the Warriors for $5.3 million. Now, the good news for all you Warriors fans out there: Cousins was seen dribbling full court after practice last week, and he acknowledged that there is a light at the end of the tunnel for him right now. So no one really knows who's going to be able to come back. That only really Cousins does. Those Achilles injuries, why even rush him back? They obviously don't need him at this point. I would rather have 100% healthy Boogie Cousins down the stretch for the playoffs when LeBron's going to be turning it on than to rush him in. But let me know, do you think Boogie going to the Warriors actually ruined the NBA? Type boo for yes, type nah for no. I mean, I think I have to type boo. Ruined might be a harsh word, but it's not fair. The Warriors were already unfair to begin with, and now you're going to give them Boogie. It's just, I can't stand it. But let me know what you guys think. All right, guys, it's the beginning of the NBA season, and I'm sure just like I am, you're dying to get to your favorite team's game. Well, I got some good news for you. Look at all of these StubHub gift cards I have. $50, and I want to give them to you guys, and I'm going to tell you how to do it. So first, you have to head to chatsports.com/bet and get set up with our BETDSI sponsor. Now, after you do that, you're going to place your first bet. It could be on a game, it could be on MVP odds, whatever you like, but you want to make a deposit using promo code NBA120. Now, that's going to give you a 120% deposit bonus. You're welcome for that. And then once that's all done, you deposited, you made your first bet, you're going to hit us up on Twitter at Chat Sports. Send us a DM to get in on this deal. I have so many StubHub gift cards, they're falling out of my ears. Please take them off my hands, and the instructions to do so are right there on the screen. All right, let's continue on with our 5 burning questions for the 2018-2019 NBA season. And I want to know, can Isaiah Thomas get back on track in Denver? I've loved Isaiah Thomas ever since he was college, then becoming a Sacramento King. That's my hometown. This guy has a lot of potential, but if he's going to be able to do it in Denver, I think it's going to take him taking more of a backseat role, because there's a lot of young talent on this Denver team. Nikola Jokic, he's ready to start scoring and making more plays than he did last year. They have have their own resident 3-and-D dynamo with Gary Harris on the squad. And Jamal Murray, I mean, I think he's going to be one of the better players for the Nuggets this season. And with all that said, you know, Murray and Isaiah Thomas, they play the same position at the point guard. So that means Isaiah Thomas, for this team to really thrive, because I think it will take Jamal Murray having that starting position to do so, he's going to have to take a step back. And IT, you know, he has a lot of emotions. He's a very passionate player, and I'm not sure if that's necessarily the route he's going to want to take with Denver, but I think that's his best route, you know, to kind of slowly get himself back into game playing. You know, he has all those hip problems, he has some arthritis. Maybe it's the best thing for him to not have so many minutes on that body and really just come off the bench and go in for the games when the Nuggets need him the most. All right, let's take it to our next question now. Giannis, I love this kid so much. Is he finally ready to win MVP this season? Well, potentially. So LeBron James, in my opinion, is always going to be a clear MVP favorite no matter what team he's on. He's always going to be the GOAT in my eyes. But we can't look over Giannis. So the past 2 years, Giannis has put up incredible numbers despite working within an offense that's often lacked a lot of perimeter shooting, and flow. And new head coach Mike Budenholzer could fix a lot of these problems and maybe even produce a 50-win Bucks team. Now, if the Bucks actually do pull off 50 wins, they're kind of a surprise team out of the East, that's going to create a lot of MVP buzz for Giannis. You can see the odds right here via our friends from BETDSI. LeBron, like I said, he's always the favorite. Anthony Davis, New Orleans Pelican, yep, he's good, but Giannis is right there at plus 400, and I like those odds. So I think I would definitely go ahead and bet at chatsports.com/bet using that promo code NBA120. But I want to know from you guys, who is your NBA MVP favorite for this season? Yes, we're just 4 games in, but I'm sure you guys have ideas. So go ahead and toss them out in the comment section below. You know, I like Giannis. He's probably my number 2 right now, but LeBron James, he's always the MVP in my heart. So that's what I'm typing right now. All right, last burning question I have for you guys, and this one's kind of a funny one. So Carmelo Anthony, we know he has taken his talent to the Houston Rockets. He's going to ride the bench for them a little bit, but can he finally make it work with D'Antoni? So we'll have to see. I mean, we know this relationship was not the strongest when they were together in New York. I mean, D'Antoni just admitted last year that he resigned as the New York Knicks head coach after Carmelo Anthony gave the front office and him an ultimatum. He obviously didn't like that very much, but we have to remember that was more than 6 years ago, and a lot has changed since then. For one, Anthony was expected to carry the heaviest workload for the Knicks at this point, but as we all know, as with the Rockets, he's going to be riding the bench a little bit, seeing a lot less minutes. A lot of that championship pressure isn't going to be on him as much. But still, at some point this season, I think the relationship will be tested. There's a lot of high expectations, and it definitely will impact the Western Conference depending on how that relationship plays out. And one more time, guys, I have a crap ton of StubHub gift cards that I want to give to you. So make sure you head to chatsports.com/bet, make your first deposit using promo code NBA120 for that 120% deposit bonus. And then you're going to bet on a game, MVP odds, whatever you like. And once you follow all those steps, you're going to hit us up at ChatSports on Twitter. Send us a DM and I will get you hooked up. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see ya.